Yes, people, welcome back again to the Oniaya. And of course, we had to bring you the three key lessons we learned in the game versus Tottenham. Now, we saw a lot of positive things from the team. We saw people playing intricate passes, we saw the team building up. We saw victory, the fourth one on a spin, and we saw a few things in Carrick ball that was quite amazing to watch. Now, also, we had controversies with the red card, where I think it was a red card. United winning 2-0 was not actually how the game should have ended. I think United had a bit more quality and a lot more to give and could have scored a few more goals. So, while we did get the victory and while we did have a really good game and we played well, there were three things that I learned in the game. And the first one is, let's get into it right away, which is Kobbie Mainoo being a top player. Now, Kobbie Mainoo is an elite midfield player. For a lot of us that may think it or already may have thought it, over the last 4 games, we've watched Mainoo perform at levels where I think we haven't seen since the Euros. The kid is an elite footballer. Now, I must say, I see a lot of people have negativity to say about Amarin and his treatment towards Mainoo and stuff like that. But Amarin treatment towards Mainoo may have just been the positive that Mainoo needed, the negative to create the positive effect that Mainoo needed for him to be the player that he is now. Not only has his passing range improved, the way he sees the game, his work ethic, his work off the ball is a lot better. The way he plays passes through the lines is a lot better. So I can actually see a massive improvement of Mainoo in terms of the way he plays. He's extended or added to his passing range. Now he's adding a ping, a switch of play. He's adding a link up to a switch of play. He's adding a through ball to his game now, which is what saw him have such a good performance against Tottenham. He had an 89% passing accuracy. He had 13 take-ons. He had 13 carries. He had 2 ball recoveries. He had 2 take-ons and 2 interceptions. That was a top performance by a 20-year-old midfielder who hasn't played consistently to build a game rhythm. And really and truly, the way he plays football, taking it around, building up the game, controlling the pace of the football game, playing between the lines is actually what you want from a number 8, a general in midfield. And he can only get better. A 24-year-old Kobbie Mainoo in a man's body, in becoming a man, building that muscular density and strength in order to play in the Premier League. And he's already such a machine already. To think that he can become even stronger, even faster, even more mobile, agile. It's amazing to know that we have such a product within our academy and he can be a world beater in the near future. Just like players like JJ Gabriel and Kai Rooney and Chido Obi. These are some young talents around that can actually become top players in world football. But my second lesson though, talking about top players in football, we have to talk about the defensive structure of Manchester United. Now, I don't know if a lot of people have really watched in depth how good both of our centre-backs have been together. How good Maguire and Martinez has complemented each other. And do you realize that now we've actually had a back four that has played with each other, not only for those 4 games, but those 4 defenders have played games together before, have had a repertoire, have been playing with each other since Ten Hag's first season. That's a back four that we actually saw play a few times on the Ten Hag. So it's not like we haven't seen this before. And remember when Varane picked up injuries, remember going down into the latter part of Ten Hag's first season, into his second season, Maguire was actually one of his better players going into those seasons. Let's not forget when Ten Hag was being fired, Maguire was actually one of his best players in that period. And that's when the regeneration of the good name for Harry Maguire started to come about, because he had opportunity to play under Ten Hag in a poor team and was one of the best players. I.e., he scored equalizers, he scored game winners. Let's not forget Leon and other teams. He was a big part of a lot of good things for United during Ten Hag as well. Even if it may seem that he lost the captaincy, he didn't play as much the first season, he did actually start to build good momentum on the Ten Hag. Now, Martinez, Shaw, Dalot, top. I wouldn't say they are the greatest defense out there, but together that unit for me has been superb so far. Luke Shaw, injury-wise, really good, and also playing a very high-level football. And Amarin's three in the back actually gave United a bit of flexibility in the way we build up. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but we actually do similarly build up in the back three. The only thing is one of the wing, the left back or the right back, plays as a third centre back when the other one goes around. So like a traditional basic, when one goes up, one comes around, we tuck inside, we get near, and we get tight. Same thing when the ball goes on the other side, we shift around, we get tight, we get good shape. And that's just the basics Carrick is bringing into United, which is why I think defensively we have been so much better. And him making us defensively better has now allowed him to platform the team to play his type of football, which is my third point. Carrick ball is live and well, and Carrick ball is actually in full effect. Now, when I say that, I actually mean it, because when you look at Michael Carrick and how the team is playing, have you guys noticed that how many passes forward we play now? How many intricate passes between the lines we play now? How long have we missed the midfielder that is able to play that ball? And now we have all our players looking to play balls like that into players' feet. That is Carrick ball. That ball is a signature Michael Carrick ball. My whole life, I've been training myself to learn how to play the eye of a needle pass, 40, 50 yards on the ground to my target. As a centre back, as a centre defensive midfield, or right back, wherever they usually put me to play. I'm usually a centre back though, to be honest. Usually you're cutting the lines 40, 30, 60, 50 yards. If you can hit those passes on the ground with accuracy, with pace, to your target, you're in a good space. Because now we are breaking down teams, we are taking players out of the game, and that's what Manu did really well in the game. That's what Bruno did really well in the game. And surprisingly, Martinez and Dalot does that really well, especially Lisandro Martinez. And I've seen Dalot add it to his game, where they're trying to hit the striker's feet from different parts of the pitch, sometimes bypassing the midfield into the striker, laying off, and then we attack. Even the first attack in the game was surpass the midfield into Ahmad, brought the ball down to Bruno, boom, we were in attack. Mbeumo, first shot of the game in the first minute of the game. So that is a big thing that I've seen with United on the Carrick, playing the balls through the lines, being a lot more intricate, and trying to create chances by sometimes speeding up the game, sometimes throwing up the game. So I'm really happy to see what I've been seeing so far, and those were just my takeaways from the game. So yes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the page. Keep hitting the bell for notifications, so of course I can keep bringing you great content going forward. Also, just have a nice little look here. You know, this is a long time Manchester. I've had this hat for years. So like when United first brought out these hats, I was probably one of the first purchasers of these hats. So I hope it, when I walk around town today, and I walk around and my friends and everyone sees this hat, kind of burns the eye a little bit, But yes, don't forget to like, share as well. So the page, please keep hitting the bell for notification, so your boy can keep bringing you great content going forward. It's me back again in my yard. Have a good time. Take care. Look out for the preview, and look out for a video I have coming out about the difference between Amarin ball and Carrick ball in terms of why they get the best and not the best out of Kobe Manu. Have a good time. Stay sexy, my people. Get your tanning if you need to. Get that vitamin D from the sun. Enjoy life. Only one life to live. Ciao.